Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stop playing small. It's time to stop doubting yourself, stop waiting for permission, and stop letting fear dictate your future. You were born for greatness. You were born to win. And if nobody told you that today, let me be the first. You have everything inside of you to skyrocket your success. But let me ask you something. How bad do you want it? Because success isn't for the lucky. It's for the hungry. It's for the people who refuse to sit on the sidelines, who refuse to make excuses, who refuse to settle for anything less than what they deserve. See, the problem isn't that you don't have potential. The problem isn't that you don't have talent. The problem is that too many people wait for the perfect moment. They wait for the right circumstances, the right opportunity, the right person to believe in them. But hear me loud and clear. Success doesn't wait for you. You have to chase it. There are 3 things you need if you're going to skyrocket your success, and I want you to write these down, repeat them to yourself, and embody them every single day. 1, get hungry. I'm talking about a deep, burning, undeniable hunger. The kind of hunger that keeps you up at night, that makes you get up early, that makes you push past rejection, past failure, past every single obstacle in your way. You've got to want it more than you want sleep, more than you want comfort, more than you want to fit in, because when you're hungry, you'll find a way. And when you're not, you'll find an excuse. 2, shift your mindset. You cannot afford to think small. You cannot afford to think like a victim. You cannot afford to let fear and doubt steal your destiny. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand, but it starts up here. You have to start speaking life into yourself. You have to start seeing yourself winning. You have to start believing, really believing, that you are capable of more, because until you do, you will stay exactly where you are. 3, take massive action. Dreaming is great. Planning is fine, but action is what separates the winners from the wannabes. You can read all the books, listen to all the motivational speeches, go to all the seminars. But if you don't act, if you don't take that first step, if you don't move with power, then nothing will change. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your time. This is your moment. This is your year to break every chain, every limit, every excuse that's been holding you back. You have greatness inside of you. You have power inside of you. Success belongs to those who want it badly, not just those who wish for it, not just those who talk about it, but those who are hungry for it. Hunger is the fuel that drives action, the fire that keeps you moving forward even when everything around you is telling you to stop. It's what makes champions push through exhaustion, what makes visionaries keep building even when nobody believes in them, what makes underdogs rise up and shock the world. Hunger is the difference between people who dream and people who do. When you're truly hungry for success, you don't need motivation, you become motivation. You wake up every morning with purpose, you move with urgency, and you refuse to accept mediocrity. People who lack hunger make excuses. They wait for the right time. They let fear talk them out of their destiny. But when you have that fire inside of you, you stop waiting and start creating. You stop complaining and start doing. You stop hoping and start making things happen. Look at anyone who has ever achieved something great, and you will see hunger in their eyes. You will see someone who was willing to go further, work harder, sacrifice more, and stay committed longer than everyone else around them. Because hunger is not just about wanting something. It's about being willing to pay the price for it. Most people want success until they realize what it costs. They want the reward, but they're not willing to go through the process. But when you are truly hungry, there is no price too high, no obstacle too big, no failure too painful to make you quit. Hunger makes you get up earlier than everyone else. It makes you stay up later. It makes you study more, practice harder, push yourself further. Hunger means you don't accept no as the final answer. It means you find another way when doors close. You take another shot when you miss. You keep going when everyone else stops. Because when you're hungry, failure is not a reason to quit. It's just another reason to push even harder. Some people lose their hunger because they get comfortable. They achieve a little success, make a little money, get a little recognition, and they start slowing down. But real hunger is never satisfied. It keeps pushing you to new levels, new challenges, new goals. Because the moment you stop being hungry, you start losing. You have to protect your hunger. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who inspire you, who make you want to be better. Stay away from people who drain your energy, who doubt your dreams, who make excuses for why they can't succeed. Feed your mind with ideas, knowledge, and inspiration that keep your fire burning. Never let yourself get too comfortable. Never let yourself settle. Never let yourself forget why you started in the first place. Your hunger determines your success. The question is, how bad do you want it? Your mind is the control center of your success. Everything you do, everything you achieve, and everything you become starts in your mind. If your thinking is small, your results will be small. If your thinking is filled with doubt, hesitation, and fear, then your actions will reflect that. But when you think big, when you see yourself as capable, powerful, and unstoppable, you begin to operate at a different level. You move with confidence, you take bold steps, and you refuse to let temporary setbacks define your future. Most people fail not because they lack talent or opportunity, but because they are trapped by their own beliefs. They've been conditioned to accept limitations by their past experiences, by their environment, by the people around them. They've been told to be realistic, to play it safe, to settle for what they can get instead of going after what they truly want. But success does not come to those who think within the limits of what is safe or reasonable. Success comes to those who stretch their vision beyond what seems possible, who believe in their potential even when no one else does. Every great achiever had to shift their mindset before they could shift their reality. They had to reprogram their thoughts, silence the inner critic, and replace doubt with certainty. They trained themselves to think differently, to expect success, to see obstacles as opportunities rather than roadblocks. They understood that the way they saw themselves determined the way the world saw them. If you walk into a room with a defeated mindset, people will treat you accordingly. But if you walk in with confidence, with conviction, with a sense of purpose, people will respond to that energy. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your results. If you think like a winner, you'll start making decisions like a winner. If you believe that success is inevitable for you, you will push forward with an unstoppable force. But if you allow fear to control you, if you allow negative self-talk to poison your mind, you will hesitate, procrastinate, and sabotage your own potential. One of the most powerful things you can do is become aware of the thoughts that are running your life. What are you telling yourself every day? Are you feeding your mind with empowering beliefs, or are you replaying the same old doubts and fears? The key to shifting your mindset is being intentional about what you allow into your mental space. You have to guard your thoughts the same way you guard your dream. You have to surround yourself with people who elevate your thinking, consume content that expands your vision, and speak words that align with the success you want to create. The words you speak to yourself matter. The vision you hold in your mind matters. When you shift your thinking, you shift your energy. When you shift your energy, you shift your actions. And when you shift your actions, you shift your entire destiny. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for the right circumstances. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission. The only way to skyrocket your success is to take massive action right here, right now. Too many people get caught in the trap of overthinking, overanalyzing, and waiting for everything to be just right before they start. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. There is no ideal situation. The stars will never fully align in your favor until you decide to move. Action creates momentum. And momentum is what separates those who achieve success from those who only dream about it. You've seen it before. Someone with incredible talent, someone with all the potential in the world, yet they never take off. They never break through. Why? Because they never take that first step. They tell themselves they need to plan more, prepare more, get more experience, get more advice, and by the time they feel ready, the opportunity is gone. Meanwhile, someone with half their talent but twice their courage is already out there making things. It's not about what you have, it's about what you do with what you have. There is power in taking action, even if it's not perfect, even if you don't have all the answers, even if you're still figuring things out. The people who succeed at the highest levels are not necessarily the smartest, the most talented, or the most educated. They are the ones who step out, take risks, and figure things out as they go. They are the ones who make mistakes, learn from them, adjust, and keep going. They are the ones who refuse to sit on the sidelines while life passes them by. Taking massive action means eliminating excuses. It means refusing to let fear paralyze you. Fear will tell you to wait. Fear will tell you that you're not ready. Fear will whisper every possible reason why you should hold back. But the only way to conquer fear is to face it head on. The longer you wait, the stronger fear becomes. The only way to weaken it is to take action despite it. The more you move forward, the more confidence you build. The more confidence you build, the less power fear has over you. Every great success story is built on action, not theory, not ideas, not wishful thinking, action. Every entrepreneur who built a thriving business, every athlete who became a champion, every leader who made history, they didn't sit back and wait. They stepped up, took action, and figured it out along the way. They made bold moves, they took chances, they bet on themselves. And that's what separates those who achieve their dreams from those who stay stuck in the same place year after year. If you want to change your life, if you want to skyrocket your success, you must develop the habit of action. Not later, not tomorrow, right now. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a necessary part of the journey. Too many people fear failure, avoiding risks and challenges because they don't want to experience setbacks. But the truth is, failure is a teacher. It provides lessons that success never could. Every time you fail, you gain insights, wisdom, and experience that prepare you for the next level. The most successful people in the world have all failed. Often, and in big ways, they didn't let failure define them. They use it as fuel to push harder, get better, and refine their approach. Think about the greats. Every innovator, entrepreneur, athlete, or leader who has achieved remarkable things. They have stories of failure that would make most people quit. They lost money, lost opportunities, lost time, and faced rejection. But they kept going. The reason? They understood that failure wasn't final. They refused to let a single setback determine their entire future. Instead of asking, why did this happen to me? They asked, what can I learn from this? That shift in perspective is the difference between those who rise and those who stay stuck. When you fail, it can be painful. It can shake your confidence, make you question yourself, and make you wonder if you're even capable of succeeding. That's normal. But what you do next is what matters. Do you let the pain paralyze you, or do you use it as motivation to come back stronger? The only true failure is quitting. As long as you keep moving, keep adjusting, and keep learning, you are still in the game. Most people see failure as proof that they aren't good enough. But failure is not a reflection of your worth, it's a reflection of your growth. It shows you what doesn't work so you can find what does. It builds resilience, sharpens your skills, and forces you to think differently. Some of the best ideas, breakthroughs, and success stories come from people who failed so many times that they had no choice but to find a new way forward. If you never fail, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. Playing it safe and staying comfortable will not lead to greatness. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone and take risks. With risk comes the possibility of failure, but also the possibility of extraordinary success. The bigger the dreams, the bigger the challenges, and the bigger the lessons that come with them. Failure will test you. It will expose your weaknesses, challenge your patience, and make you doubt yourself. But it will also make you stronger. The moment you embrace failure as part of the process, you take away its power to stop you. Instead of avoiding it, you start welcoming it, knowing that each failure is a stepping stone towards success. The only way to never fail is to never try, and that's the biggest failure of all. Success isn't built in a day, and it doesn't come from one single massive effort. It's the result of consistent, disciplined actions taken every single day, even when you don't feel like it. The people who achieve great things in life are not always the smartest, the most talented, or the most connected. They are the ones who show up day in and day out, putting in the work when no one is watching. when there's no applause and when progress seems slow. They don't rely on motivation because motivation is temporary. They rely on discipline, commitment, and an unshakable belief that if they keep moving forward, they will eventually reach their destination. Too many people start strong but fade when the excitement wears off. They're fired up in the beginning, ready to take on the world, but the moment they hit a roadblock, the moment things get uncomfortable, they retreat. Success doesn't come to those who only work hard when they feel inspired. It comes to those who push through boredom, who work when it's inconvenient, who put in the time when no one else will. It's easy to commit when everything is going right, but true success is built in those moments when everything inside of you is telling you to quit, yet you keep going.